back with more Shadowhunters. This is episode 14 of season 3, and I'm really excited to get into this episode and see what's going to happen next. There's going to be a lot of room, I think, to have a spotlight on Jordan and Maya's relationship, given that they're currently kind of trapped together. So that should be an interesting thing for them to focus on. I believe from like promotional stuff we've got, and there's going to be some nice clay stuff in there. A lot to do with Magnus and his magic as well, I think, which should be a very interesting story to follow. One of my big things I was excited for in this episode was the fact that the stills were released, and there was one of a Sizzy scene. I was like, yes, it's going to be a Sun and Isabel scene. I'll be really happy. I can't wait to geek out over that. And then apparently they've cut that scene. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just, yeah. I pretend not to be heartbroken. It's fine. Yeah, very disappointed about that. But I believe they are going to release it separately. So I'll be able to watch it then. But I am kind of sad that we're not going to get that Sizzy scene in this episode. We don't have long left for them to be built up, so you can't really afford to cut their scenes. But it's fine. I'm sure that all that means is that there are more important plot scenes in this episode, so clearly there's going to be a lot going down, which gets me excited. So yeah, very, very interested in seeing what they're going to do in this episode. Yeah, let's just get right into it.
Next time you want to send a message like that, use email.
I'll admit it was a little dramatic, but it got your attention.
A little?
Why did you leave me in the first place?
Because
You're
I
a
felt
creep.
like it.
Botch paintings?
It's Bosch, you idiot. Clary would never get that wrong.
Whatever, I was close enough.
Tell me.
Are all ceiling nymphs lent out by the bone chandelier so boneheaded?
Something.
Oh.
The words are lame.
Oh, that's creepy, buddy. Oh no.
Stick to the script.
Where's Simon? He's gonna worry if he doesn't hear from you.
I don't think so. We broke up.
Oh shit.
All right. We just have to sit tight. Someone will come for us.
I'm glad he left it at that and didn't say anything else.
You'll be okay.
Will it?
Is it bedhead? Or is it morning breath?
Oh, wait, is the Jace Hairnail feeling insecure?
Maybe a little. He has the most beautiful woman in the world in his bed.
Aw.
Today, maybe we could do something. Celebrate your homecoming.
What did you have in mind?
How about we keep it a surprise, huh?
You found all of this in
There was him being quite insecure about
he kept
planning
detailed
dates
records
earlier in
of
the season.
all
That,
sorts of Shadowhunter relics.
It's our responsibility to find out what's really going on here.
yes!
24 hours. Then I'm reporting it to the cliff.
Oh, I love Isabel when she gets like this. When she's got a motive, can't bloody stop her. What the fuck? Oh, yes. This guy.
Is that you, Bane?
You know it is. Calm the fuck down.
So, how can I be of help?
Oh, come on, Lorenzo. You know why I came here.
Yes, I do.
But I want to hear you say it. And it couldn't hurt to use the word please.
Ugh. Please, can you punch him in the face?
Will you help me get my magic back?
Oh, God.
But as High Warlock, it is my job to protect you. Thank you, Lorenzo. You are, of course, aware that there are risks. Okay, I can give you the transfusion of magic, but whether or not your body accepts it... I can take care of myself.
Oh, God.
Very well.
Oh, okay. Well, at least he's doing his job in this respect, but I don't think this is going to end well, and I'm nervous, and Alec's not going to like this, and there's going to be feels.
Of High Warlock magic.
What gave you this idea?
Well, there's a photo on your dresser of you and your mom. You're at Rockefeller Center, and you look really happy in a little skate costume. And I knew that's something I had to do for you.
Aw, okay, that's really nice. Oh shit.
So,
I didn't know where I was going. I just knew that I needed to get away. And the car started making all these weird noises.
Like how she knew she needed to get away at the end of last, well, end of 3A.
Because I called you and you came. What's your memory?
Things could have been so different with these two. It's just... If he hadn't gotten scratched... This is wholesome content. I'm shit at ice skating. Like, I just fall on my ass. That's me. That's me. Mood. It's nice that they at least get a moment of happiness before it gets fucked up again, because of course it will. Oh no. Well, here we go. Oh! Oh shit.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Oh god. Oh no. This is some creepy fucking shit.
Bad news. There's gotta be a faster way. I can help speed things up.
Oh shit.
Thought you'd be happy for me. I am, but... Aha! Here it is. A list of transactions involving the Morning Star.
He's like the master of deflection when he doesn't want to tell people something.
Up in the hands.
Well, you know, I can't really blame him for being crazy about you.
Jeez, the guy
Come
kidnapped
on.
me and held me hostage.
You are shit at being
But you did
undercover.
it out of love.
I don't know about your phone, but I might have an idea how to deal with those cops. I meant for turning you into a wolf in the first place.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be thinking happy thoughts.
But even that, you know, he doesn't mean to get scratched, and
I know you didn't mean it, so...
it's a complicated situation with these two.
Abandoning you after I turned you.
Now that is the thing I would blame him for.
I never forgive myself for that.
We don't have to talk about it. Hey, I forgive you, okay?
Aww.
I was just confused and sad and mad at myself for loving you, but it doesn't matter now. Jordan,
Fuck.
Jordan, you're gonna get through this.
Aww. How good is Alicia? Fuck.
I think I just forget myself around you.
Yeah. Stop it. Come on. That's fucking gross.
Nothing.
She knows that was different.
I'm
She knows. Yep. She knows. Fucking leg it. Ah, that was clever. That was very clever. But now what? How to escape creepy ass brother?
I'll only sedate him for a minute. That'll give us enough time to take him into custody.
Who's that?
Alec.
Clary.
He's checking
God.
our report.
I love that one of her first port of calls is Izzy though.
And
Relax.
It's almost weird seeing him with magic again. Hello. How are you? Actually, that's a stupid question. He's dead.
With the real sword, Jonathan can summon an army of demons.
Oh, good.
he's on the move.
I always like seeing Simon and Luke kind of work together on things.
He asked you for your apartment. Why? I wasn't in a position to refuse.
Oh, what an arsehole.
I'll kill him.
Do it.
Alexander, no. Without magic, I feel like a stranger. the world keeps on going. And it's like I'm not a part of it.
Oh, that's really sad.
It's like suddenly I don't matter. I have you, and I have my magic. Truly, that's enough.
Oh.
Please. Try and be happy for me.
My God, Magnus has to give up so much again and again and again, doesn't he? Ugh, poor guy.
Is he
Alive. Barely.
Oh. Oh.
I thought we were enjoying our time together.
No. Oh. Oh, fuck. What happened there?
Are you okay? Yeah, Belagos.
Oh. I like how she still like shows him some respect.
I said I'll handle it. Get him to the Praetor now.
Oh, fuck, what are you gonna do?
Get the door.
You just wanted to humiliate him.
Yes, I did. The fact that he sent his little boyfriend to plead his case tells me I'm more than succeeded.
I'm the head of the New York Institute.
I don't think Magnus
Don't
knows he's
speak to me
there.
like that.
Yes, bitch!
You're right.
You will slip up. And when you do, I'll be waiting there to take you down.
Yes! Little snake. Oh, Alec. He's the best.
Institute? Here I come.
Oh no. Shit. Oh, what's gonna be on there?
Can't believe I let him go.
Well, try not to beat yourself up. I couldn't kill Valentine, remember?
Although if she did, it would hurt Jonathan
That's
too,
different.
so...
Valentine raised you.
I swear on us.
Why us?
Because there isn't anything I believe in more.
Isn't that from the books? Something like that. Oh no.
Sorry.
Oh god.
Albie.
Don't even get a whole episode of happiness.
I had a breakthrough with my sister. And I have a feeling that the Rio Clary will be joining me much sooner than expected.
Oh god. Really solid episode. I really enjoyed it. I liked everything they kind of had to offer in it, and it was cool seeing certain characters again and them kind of exploring a lot more of the main storyline. Jonathan continues to be fucked up, but a very interesting character nonetheless. And I think Luke Baines is great. It's great seeing him again because he wasn't in last week's episode. And him having like this Clary clone to practice things with was disturbing and gross, and him taking on Jace's appearance and then kissing Clary, you know, kind of like he did when he was Sebastian. You know, he's messed up. He's severely messed up, and that does make him captivating, but also very disturbing to watch. And he seems to have made some sort of progress, because they seem to be hinting more at the bond and the link between them, I think, with how Clary was unable to like draw the rune on him and stuff, because, I don't know, I feel like, regardless of whether she wants it or not, they're being drawn closer and closer together, and I think that's kind of why Jonathan was quite happy at the end of the episode, and thinks Clary will be joining him soon. So yeah, all of that was very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing where they go with all that, and I'm really liking Jonathan as a villain, as always. I think he's just such a complex and captivating character, even if, you know, he doesn't really understand how love with his sister should work. So it's uncomfortable, but kind of very true to the character. So I really like that they're not shying away from that aspect of him. So that's really cool. And then everything with Clary and Jace I thought was great. It was nice that they had a brief moment of happiness together, and I thought that was pretty adorable before it all went wrong. But obviously there's going to be trouble with them, I think, going forward, because I think when she sees Jace's face, she's going to see Jonathan as well in that. So yeah, as always, they're kind of put through the ringer, those two. But it's nice that they're there for each other, and you know, they have some really sweet scenes together in this episode that I really, really liked. So I'm, you know, rooting for them going forward, but I really liked all the stuff with them in this episode. And then everything with Magnus, I think, is really interesting too. I liked him, well, I didn't like him going to Lorenzo to get his magic back, because that's shady as fuck, and I hate that guy. But he had a very kind of interesting way of seeing how much magic means to him, and when he was talking to Alec about that, and that he's fine not having his apartment, which is really sad to see him lose that. He doesn't need that because he has Alec and he has his magic, and that was really sweet. So I liked everything with Malik teaming up and going on a mission in this episode. And there seems to be trouble ahead with them and with Magnus, because obviously he's like bleeding a bit at the end. So I don't know if that's his body rejecting the magic, or if that is, I don't know, something Lorenzo just did to him purposefully. I don't know. We'll find out, but there's going to be a lot of manic angst going forward, and I am ready for it because I want it. But at the same time, I'm never going to be ready for it. So yeah, a lot of interesting setup there. I did think it was kind of easy as a solution to Magnus getting his powers back. Because it just so happens the High Warlock can just do that, apparently. Which is why I kind of think it needs to be a bit more complicated going forward, and I think we know it will be. So yeah, I'm very intrigued by that story and seeing where they're going to go with that, and it's going to be full of angst, but I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. And yeah, Alec confronting Lorenzo at the end. What an icon. Like, if Alec loves you, you know, he will stand up for you against all the odds, and I love that about him. The resilience of him, I think, is really, really cool. And I love that kind of moment where he's threatening Lorenzo at the end. You know, you will slip up, I will catch you out. I hope that happens. Like, I don't want anything more in the world, except for Sizzy, I don't want anything more in the world to happen on this show than for Lorenzo to get what's coming to him, because what a snake. Very well played, because I can't stand him, so it shows what the actor, you know, how good of a job the actor does. So yeah, loved Alec in this episode. I loved both the Lightwood siblings in this episode, actually, because Izzy was great as well. Whether she was just doing the autopsy and she found that thing, I'm looking forward to seeing what that's going to be inside that body. And then, you know, she was Clary's kind of port of call to get help with Jonathan. And she went and kind of found Jace and then tried to help get Jonathan captured as well. So I loved everything she did in this episode. She was great. I'm kind of glad she ignored her mum's advice and is investigating this nonetheless, because at the end of the day she knows something shady is happening. She knows it's wrong. Of course she's going to investigate it. So I love that. And even though Alex did kind of argue it at first, he kind of let it happen in the end and gave her 24 hours because he knows deep down it's the right thing to do. So love that. Love Izzy in this episode. She's great. However, briefly, I love seeing Underhill in that little scene. I'm sure we'll see more of him going forward. That was cool to see him come back, because I don't think we've seen him in 3B yet. And then Luke and Simon didn't have a great deal to do, but it was nice seeing them kind of work together to get rid of the police early in the episode. So it was kind of a throwback to when they've done that kind of thing before in previous seasons, particularly season 1. I can't remember the exact circumstances, but it seemed like there was this storyline. I think they were trying to get information out of someone or something, and Simon pretended to be like this vampire mass murderer or something. It was really funny. So I liked that, and I like the fatherly son sort of bond between those two. So it was nice to see them explore that, however briefly, and that they found Maya and Jordan and got them out as well. And I am very nervous for Luke going forward. How is he going to get out of this situation now? He's kind of maybe possibly framed for all these deaths. What's he going to do? So that should be very exciting. Can't wait to see what they do with that. And then yeah, the whole Jordan and Maya stuff. I actually thought it was going to be a bit more of a focus than it ended up being, but what we got I still really enjoyed. I think both the actors were great. You know, Alicia sold the hell out of all that angst and nervousness and stuff. And I like that they kind of talked about a big aspect of Maya's character being she knows when to walk away, she knows when to run away and spend time to herself, as we saw at the end of 3A. And I really like that about her, that kind of sense of self-preservation that she has. She knows when she needs to just take a break from everyone and when she needs to focus on herself. So I really like that aspect of her character. So I'm glad they kind of continue to explore that in that scene. And it's just kind of tragic, really, how those two have ended up, because if Jordan hadn't been attacked by a werewolf and scratched and turned, you know, they'd probably still be together now, and God knows where they'd be. But that's just how life worked out for them, and it's really sad, but I'm glad they kind of had a chance to be alone together and talk through those things. I think it was really brave and a huge deal for Maya to forgive Jordan for what he did, because I don't think it's his fault that he attacked Maya and turned her. I mean, it's awful that he did that, but at the same time, I don't know if they went that way in the show, but in the books for sure, that was the first time he'd ever turned, was when he attacked Maya. And when you turn for the first time, you completely have no control over yourself. I don't know if they explained that part in the show, I can't remember. They might have done, but 3A was so fucking long ago, Freeform. How can I remember? So, yeah, that's kind of why that was taken out of his hands. But, you know, kind of abandoning her after that and never checking back on her, that I would hold against him. And I'm glad that Jordan is aware of his kind of, you know, his flaws in terms of how that handled, how he handled the whole thing. So I love the exploration of that really complex relationship between those two, because I think in another life they would have been absolutely fine, and yeah, nothing would have come between them really. As we saw when they first met in those flashbacks in like episode 7 of the season, which I really loved those sequences. But yeah, very complicated relationship with those two. I'm glad they took a chance to kind of slow down and explore that a lot more. I don't know whether or not Jordan's going to be okay, or if not, you know, he's not dead yet, so that's good. Hopefully they'll be able to cure him, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to see where they're going to go with that whole story with those two, and are we going to see Maya kind of get her revenge on Heidi, and maybe form a new clan of werewolves, because I'm sure there must be some who weren't members of, like, the clan, or the pack, I should probably say. So yeah, very much looking forward to seeing where her storyline goes for the rest of the half season, I suppose. But yeah, overall, a really, really solid episode, really liked it. Jonathan was creepy as fuck. I liked all the manic stuff, the Clay stuff, the Jordan and Maya stuff. Izzy, Simon and Luke were kind of being really helpful and badass in their own ways. And Alec kind of confronting Lorenzo was great. So yeah, I loved everything they kind of had going on. Very excited to see the future some of these stories with like Jonathan and Maya and everything with Lorenzo. Seeing more of Underhill, the whole kind of corruption in the Clave thing that Izzy's investigating, stuff like that. There's a lot to look forward to outside of Mass Sizzy Rising. Hopefully from here on out it's going to be like Sizzy time, because, you know, obvious reasons. So yeah, very, very, very excited for the future, and I really enjoyed this episode a lot, and I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. So yeah, until next week's episode, thanks for watching.